Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. So glad to have you here. And we are going to be doing some VFX finally. I know I've been slacking on the VFX front, but no longer. We are going to be doing some awesome VFX. I want to start doing some more like inspired VFX stuff. So this stream and maybe other streams, I don't know if we're going to be able to finish today. We're going to be doing some Last of Us because that's a show that's out right now. I'm waiting until all the episodes are released. I usually do that, but I don't binge it. You know, I like watching like one a day, right? But I always hate kind of waiting a week. And so have not seen the new season, but I'm pretty hyped for it. Played the games. I'm a huge Naughty Dog fan. Error, welcome to the stream. Welcome. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I've already done a little bit of stuff for the shot, like camera tracking and getting some basic stuff down, but I think we can get some pretty cool stuff. Let me make sure the levels of the stream is fine. For the music. Might be a little loud. There we go. Okay, so anyways, Abstract is here. Oh no, what the heck? Welcome. New streaming setup. Rohit, welcome to the stream. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So I'll explain everything that I've done so far. Just because I have done a few stuff before the stream, just because I didn't want to, you know, bore you guys with camera tracking and all this stuff. I just placed in a car to test lighting. So let's go ahead and version this up. Save incremental. Yeah, I went away from the old streaming setup. I thought because I had like bars on the side and bottom and stuff, I thought it was a little too busy, you know? And so I kind of wanted to make the screen bigger so you guys can actually see what I'm working on. And then B, you know, just remove some of the unwanted mess and stuff in the scene. But welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you are all doing well. Real quickly before we jump into it, I do have a community challenge going on right now on my Discord. Discord link is in the description below, and we're actually using this footage. And so I thought for this stream, I'd use the footage that our community challenge is going over. If you do want to do some stuff with the community challenge, we have 1.5 days left basically, so you might want to get on that fast if you want to participate. We have some awesome rewards going on. I'll quickly go over those if you're interested. Where is it? Right here. So we have some of the winners. First place gets the Flax Flow add-on, so huge shout out to Axel Olsen. You definitely want to check this out. It's a super cool kind of add-on for camera tracking, and can do geometry in the actual 3D scene, so super nice. It'd be awesome for this scene. And then I also have my free month of my Patreon, so that gets you access to all my special tutorials and all my kind of files that I use. And then also the first place winner gets my entire green screen visual effects course. You can see it's basically 9 chapters, 33 lessons, basically 15 hours of content to learn everything visual effects, including Blender, Nuke, DaVinci Resolve, all that stuff. So the first place winner will get that, but that is basically it. If you are interested, go join our Discord. I'd love to see some of you guys over there. We have a lot of cool stuff. We have some resources, some chats, and all that stuff. So I'd love to see you guys over there. I want to plan a special thing for when we hit 500 members. We're at 450 right now, and so when we hit 500, I have something special. But Dennis, welcome. I like it. Love the new stream starting intro. Yeah, that took me a long time to do. Just sending a text in front of some video. So I'm trying to slowly upgrade my stream setup to be like more professional. I feel like I've been neglecting the setup part of it. And so it's just spending a little bit of time. One day I'm too late. Oh, don't worry. This is just the first of many. So you can definitely come over to the Discord, and we actually have a notification set up for challenges in the future, since I do want to continue this on to make some cool stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I did version up, so we can go ahead and delete the car. Let's go ahead and move this to lighting. But yeah, we have a few submissions already for the challenge, so I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Can't wait to get into the nitty gritty. I haven't really looked hard at any of them. Also, if you are participating in the challenge and you want some technical feedback, I won't be giving any feedback based on creative input because that's all you guys. But if you guys need any technical questions of like how I do stuff for this scene, shoot away. I don't mind answering any of those at all. But yeah, anyway, we have a shot that looks like this. Let's go ahead and start blocking it out. I think that's the best kind of thing to do for this shot. Let's see. I'm debating if I want to model this stuff out as well. I can maybe try to do that real quick. How's everybody's day going? Anybody making any cool stuff? Yeah, it feels nice to be finally back into the VFX seat. Doing some VFX. For a while, I was just doing client work and stuff like that, which I know it's very, you know, first world problem, but it's nice to finally kind of be creative and stuff again. Let me do this. I'm not a big fan of, I don't think we need all this geometry out here. Yeah, so technically it's more accurate with this stuff, but I don't think we're going to be getting too advanced into all this geometry up here. How many frames is this scene? It's 443, but if you read the challenge rules, if you want to submit for the challenge, you only need 5 seconds minimum. And so at 25 FPS, that is 125 frames. So I'm glad I did that quick math real quick. Hopefully that's right. I was like, okay. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it stupid simple over here. Let's go ahead and just redo the ceiling as well. Yeah, because I want to make it easy for this shot. Yeah, something like that. Or actually, let's go back. What I could do instead is if I add some edge loops right here. Basically just looking to connect these floor bits right there. Also, if you guys have any work, I'd love to check it out over on, let's see, work feedback or finished work, if you have finished work as well. If you are in the stream and want me to comment on something, you know, just give me a little comment on the stream. Being like, Jacob, please check out my work. I've worked so hard. Okay. Yeah, this isn't the best camera track, I will say. It gave me a little bit of problems, but I think it's all good. Also for this footage, this is the undistorted footage. What I basically did, if I go to Nuke, I use Synthesize for my camera tracking. And with that, you have to do a lens distortion workflow, right? And so what I usually do is I go into Nuke, and you can export out the Nuke lens distortion. And so that's what all this stuff is over here. I haven't really done too much in Nuke yet. But the nice thing is there's this node down here, the undistort node. And if I on and off that, you can see it's adding our lens distort, or it's not adding lens distortion, it's actually undistorting it, right? So the normal footage has lens distortion, so we're just getting it back. You need this in order to model accurately though. So just wanted to point that out real quick. Why are we in a weird aces? There we go. It should be Rec 79. Weird. Okay, anyway. So that's what I'm doing with this footage. So just so you know, and I am working in Aces and Blender. I actually just released a thing on my Patreon talking about my process. I'm actually in the process of making a full video for my main channel, but that's coming soon. I want to make that a little bit more interesting. Also, Space Hunter, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Glad you can make it today. This one's hard to see, like right here. Yeah, I have done this shot before, but I think I want to remaster it because that shot was like a little bit ago. Let's see, these are tracking pretty well, actually. That's good. Always love to see that. Try to get this as exact to the roof as I can. Perfect, and let's go ahead and join these vertices and make a thing here as well. So that's that one. I would actually, before I do that, I actually did mess up. There we go. I wish I could play Last of Us music, but it's copyrighted. Philip, welcome. For animation, I'm earning 15k hairs with 100 interpolated children, so the stream is so choppy. Dang. Are you doing your hair inside of Blender? I remember I've only done one hair shot for a advertising client, and it was the most annoying thing I remember inside of Blender. So I do not envy what you're going through. Probably doing a terrible job modeling this. Everybody's cringing. Modeling and texturing are the one things that I have to get better at. I'm not gonna lie. So what do we have here? I think we have some merge center. There we go. I'm gonna try to, it's not like the utmost importance to me to keep like a topology great for this scene, but as much as we can get it, I think that's the goal. Let's just do a quick merge by distance just in case. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna have to do some stuff there too. Yeah, I should really relearn some like modeling techniques. Let's turn, I don't know why it's set to texture by default. I gotta change that eventually. I don't know when you would ever need to use the texture in solid view. Let me know if you guys do that, but like, I don't know. I don't know why it's default like that. It's kind of annoying. Also, don't judge what I'm doing. This is definitely probably not what they recommend doing for modeling. But if it works, it works. So don't judge too hard. I'll still allow you guys to judge, but cut me some slack. What I could do is do this scale. No, sorry, S on the Y0. There we go. And then just gonna move that here. Let's do that for the other ones. So SY0. And then this one's fine. SZ0. Oh. X0. Merge at center. Yes, except I'm using it for a bunch of grass blades. Interesting, interesting. You're doing individual grass blades? I don't know much about like foliage stuff, but that seems like a lot. Working on a challenge project while listening to your stream. Let's see what you got. Nice. I'm excited to see. You got to post some of your work in progress. I want to see. I'm not gonna give any judgments or any feedback on your creative, but if you're having any trouble with technical stuff, I don't mind helping. Is it 100 interpolate shown a bit overkill for grass? It's a huge area, and the textures I'm using for the grass are only like 4 blades. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about it, but I feel like that's a lot. I feel like there should be a better way to do that. But what do I know? This one connect. Yeah, I think I got most of them. Do a quick merge by distance, and yeah, we got them. Now let's see how well this tracks. I don't really care too much because I think I want the CGI to start out here. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's start doing actually let me test. Oh, the oh no. It's going over the top. Here, I'll move my why didn't you guys warn me about this? Come on now. What do I pay you guys for? Abstract. Shame. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit nicer. Didn't have the text on my face. Okay, anyway, let's figure some stuff out. I'm going to use my favorite asset library, Cargo, by Kibesh. It's amazing. I love it, besides the pricing, but we don't talk about that. All right, so Last of Us. Okay, let's think about composition of the shot. Because I'm definitely going to remove this face, like I did in the previous one. I just think that framing's nice. I'm going to make it go up like that. So we have basically this, because this will be like the walls, and I'll probably put some stuff on the walls, like some moss or like some foliage and stuff. Just noticed when you did it, LOL. Dang, dang, dang. Wow, can't believe you. Okay, anyway, What I do have to do, which is kind of stupid, is I don't think Cargo, let's check real quick actually. Do they have I don't think they have Blender 4.4 yet, no. Yeah, so I have a Blender version just for Cargo basically, where I have to import in the assets and stuff. It's kind of annoying. But we can see, I'm trying to remember, there's like where's DMZ? DMZ is a pretty good start one. I'm just gonna lay out the main blocking for now and then move around materials and stuff. Also, Production Crate is another one I use sometimes. We'll check that. Let's just see their 3D models, because I think they had some like cars that were like pretty good. Yeah, they have like some good wrecks and stuff. So I kind of like this one. I remember seeing this one being like, that's pretty good. We'll just do, where do I want that? We'll do 4K. I think this one's, I don't know what, yeah, I'll leave it at 4K zip. Because sometimes the Blender one has 8K automatically installed, and I want to save some space because it's not going to be that close to camera, so I can probably get away with it. Pop this in here. Don't need this one anymore. Also, who out there is a single click file explorer person? Certain people on the Discord don't like it, but I'm trying to start a revolution. So single clicking, I don't have to double click, it's so fast. I want to view this file, right? Click into that single file. It doesn't support, what? It doesn't support a PNG. I wonder if it's like weird. I don't know. Well, it's also like 1 kilobyte, so that's odd. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Let's have the other one opened. You can single click. You have to set it up. How do you set it up? File, Explorer options, and then single click to open an item. Let's go. It's so nice. Let me tell you guys, you're missing out. It's so fast. You need to change yours to single click. There you go. Welcome. You will be blown away by how fast you can be. Don't let anybody try to persuade you otherwise. It's a superior way of working, and I hate saying it's not. Abstract. Let's go ahead and import that in. Does it just have an FBX? Yeah. I think my scene's set up correctly, scale wise, because this is 2 meters, and I think that's roughly right. I guess that car is correct as well. I didn't shoot this footage, this is footage online. Again, if you guys want to download the footage, if you go to our Discord and then go into challenge rules, because this is part of a community challenge we're doing, you can download the footage right here. It's on Pexels. And it's a really great kind of practice footage and stuff. That's why I'm using it for the challenge. It's a great kind of, you know, it's tough, but like not too tough. I'm subscribing. Come on now, bro. You're just jealous because I am so much faster than you know. Sorry, it's just better and everybody agrees with me. There's probably someone out there with 1,000 macro keys to automate every cast. Of course, I used to want, like, I don't have a stream deck or anything like that, but I think the stream deck would be cool, not only just for streaming, but also for just like daily like task and, you know, Blender and stuff like that. Because like I have macros for editing, like when I edit and stuff. So like I'm pretty sure this one's B, this one's A, this one's delete. And so that's like keybinds for DaVinci Resolve, so it just makes my editing super fast. Oh, I also have Blender set up for single click as well. I forgot about that. It's so great. It's amazing. Why is this, oh. I don't know why some of these are like coming in as pink, like the roughness and stuff and the metallic. I don't know if that's a problem with their end or my end, but it's kind of silly. Oh, we might not need it, but that is kind of annoying. I'll just do a fake it. Looks like we need to flip these. Normal seems to be working, so that's good. That'd be bad if it wasn't. Corrupt files, I think, as you couldn't open in Windows. Maybe. Karen, welcome, welcome. Mohammed, welcome. What are you talking about, Abstract? Like the images? Are they not coming in or something? I don't know. It's probably something on production crates in, I would guess. Look at some of these lights. Are we not getting any lighting over here? Okay, it's not full. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Go to cargo again. Yeah, so DMZ, I really like just all their stuff that they have. This screams very Last of Us-y to me. We'll do this one because I like the bigger models on Kit Bash, because then it has a little smaller models in it, and I can just use those to replace around. I'll just do 2K JPEG. That's fine. And this is where we're gonna have to go over to the this 4.3 version. Before I forget, let me go ahead and do this. Scripts, Blender, this. If I come over here, what you have to do, I'm using Aces. And so if you come over here, what you have to do is you have to set stuff. First of all, I want to be in Rec 709, or do I? Kind of don't actually. Let's be in sRGB. And then what you can do is I have this color spacer add-on or whatever. It basically goes from because you have to set the proper color space since I'm in Aces, and so you have to do roll map pay, roll data, and then if you click this magic button, we'll just do that real quick, and it replaces everything. So now everything is in the proper color space. So all color nodes are roll map paint, and then everything that's supposed to be in non-color is set to roll data. So this makes it super easy. We'll be doing that a lot throughout the process. Best thing is the guy, he bought 4090 before trade war. Let's go. Any HRI? This is just some lighting. I don't have any HRIs yet. I forgot I'm gonna have to. Oh, we'll just overwrite. I've never had a problem with overwriting. But yeah, no, that's why I bought it, bro. Like, some stuff was going on, and like, you know, it's kind of. I felt like it was the time, either now or never, or not never, but like now or like super long. And so far it's been paying out a lot because like I have it set up basically as like a render farm machine, you know, my 3090 Ti machine, and it's been great for me. I'm still like in the process of like super optimizing it, my render farm setup. I'm looking at a few add-ons and stuff right now to see, but yeah. Do I like that there or there? I kind of like that there. We'll just leave that there for now. So Yeah, there's been a few quirks with the 5090. Just getting drivers and set up and all that stuff. But I think the driver issue has been happening across the board for NVIDIA right now. Kind of like this world building thing. And so what I ended up doing, what actually fixed it for me, it was super weird. I have a pretty decent display. It's 4K, basically like OLED TV, and it has G-Sync. And I never use G-Sync, just because if you have high refresh rate, I don't even think it's like too worth it too many times, right? But I think because I didn't have it on, it was like being glitchy, and so I turned it back on, and it seemed to work fine. Oh, also for some reason, I don't know why. I think it's Blender 4.3 being weird with the 5090. I can't go into a rendered view in 4.3. It's super bizarre. So I might have just bricked this machine. Might have to reload. That's annoying. I used to use game drivers. Now I use Studio because I do find a little bit of a bump in render time. So it does help out, and it's not a non-substantial bump either. And I haven't noticed anything in games yet that I play, which. Oh no. Which one's not? I'm gonna guess this one isn't. I guess wrong. But yeah, I use Studio drivers now. It's like I would say probably like a 5% render time improvement if you do Studio drivers, at least for me. I did one test, one frame test, and it seemed like it was like a 20-second difference over the course of like a 3-minute frame. It's because of the Vulkan support. After some Blender version, it will become good. Yeah. I'd be curious to see how Vulkan does. I know it's an experimental feature and stuff, but I know games like love Vulkan, but I'm a little bit worried. Just because, what is it? What does Blender use? Is it OpenGL or something like that? Or let's see, is it DirectX's Vulkan thing? I just don't know too much about that side of all that stuff. Studio drivers is good for 3D work, more bug fixes and stability. That's what I'm saying. Like if you go NVIDIA app, it tells you like in the updates and stuff, and it's like literally DaVinci Resolve, which I add. I have, I don't use any of the AI stuff. Comfy UI, I think that's AI as well or something. But like Octane, you'll see Octane stuff. You'll see like Blender stuff, and then all these bug fixes and stuff. But yeah, I think this is the latest. Because usually I'm don't update unless there's like something good, and I updated my drivers for NVIDIA, and then on both, not only on both the reason I wasn't too concerned about my 5090 is because the 3090 Ti machine was also like bugging out, and so I knew it was like a driver issue. Still didn't make the issue better, but it alleviated my concern that I'd have to ship back my machine and lose all the progress and days of work and stuff, which would have been annoying. I kind of like I don't know, I'm trying to think. This is like City, like Last of Us. Let's look up some reference. Start a PureRef. Do I have PureRef? I don't know if I have PureRef installed. I do not. So we'll just download it real quick. I have it on my other machine. I just haven't downloaded it for this one. Sorry, PureRef. I never download the new driver before I see a review. Yeah, that's smart. I'm usually the same. I used to have whatchamacallit? What was the old thing? NVIDIA. I don't have it on here, I don't think. Control panel. No, it wasn't control panel. It was, what was the other NVIDIA thing that everybody like said it was bloatware? I just can't think of it right now. It was something NVIDIA. Yeah, but usually NVIDIA is like pretty good with that stuff. So I don't like that. Like they have such a stranglehold on like rendering, right? Like it's just kind of annoying. Optics is just so good inside of Blender. It's tough to switch to AMD, you know. Why is it? I've never seen it do this little thing where it does both of them. Am I just being dumb right now? There's like one shot I'm trying to see. This shot's not bad reference. I'll just copy and paste. There's like one shot of when they're going in the city and it's looking over to the Capitol building. I think the gold dome. There's this shot. That's not bad. It's not that shot though. Let's see. I kind of like the falling building. I think that's very Last of Us. I do want to incorporate like a toppling building of some sort, you know. I think that's good enough for references. GeForce Experience. Yeah, I think that's it. Got replaced with NVIDIA app. Yeah, but Abstract doesn't even use the NVIDIA app. We were on Discord the other day and he was like showing us screen. He was like, bro, get NVIDIA app. Anybody use the NVIDIA Omniverse? Not only have I used it, I was contracted to use NVIDIA Omniverse. I was hired by NVIDIA to promote Omniverse. It's not bad. I think what it allows you to do if you like use Unreal and like all this stuff or whatever, it's great USD support. The only reason I don't use it is not because of them, it's because of Blender. It doesn't have great USD support. So like Omniverse, the whole thing is like you can like live link and live update using USD files and all that stuff. And like if somebody's working on Unreal, somebody's working in Blender, all that stuff, Nuke, it'll live update and stuff. Again, the reason I don't use it is because Blender doesn't have a live link. So like if I make an update, I have to save that file, relaunch Blender, all this stuff or whatever, versus like I did it with Unreal, Nuke, and some other ones or whatever. And it had like live updating through, it was like Nucleus, I want to say it was called, something like that. But really good potential. I would love to see it continue onward. I'll deal with wreckage. I want to do the big stuff now. I think I'm getting too nitty gritty for the moment. There's like a great pack that has a lot of like destruction of buildings. Here we go, Aftermath. The thing I'm noticing a lot about this is like, it's not very, let's make this a little bigger. It's like destructive, but there's still a lot of like stuff on the buildings versus a lot of these are kind of like just like fully like, you know, a nuke went off and stuff. A lot of green too is what I'm noticing. And then like, because Last of Us is different, it's unique because it's like, it's not, like I said, it's not like super destructive, right? Like obviously it still has some buildings like this scattered throughout, but most of it is just, think of like a civilization that was like one day thriving and then the very next day everybody had to like run and abandon, right? because like cars are left, but they're pretty like intact for the most part, right? And it's just overgrown versus like everything's like super derelict. Like this car, like most of the cars just have like foliage and like rust and grime on it. It doesn't have like a lot of like broken windows, and you know, there's the occasional stuff like that, but like it's more like, because I think the whole theme of it, right, is like nature retaking. I don't know. Jamie, welcome, welcome. Heard Nuke. Of course you've heard Nuke. We love Nuke. That's not true, Jacob. Of course I have NVIDIA app. How do you think I get my drivers? Maybe it was somebody else then. I don't know. It sounded like an abstract thing to do, so I just blame you. I like this one. I think this one's a good, like, foreground one. And we'll throw, because which one do I like the best? Here, let's see. Yeah, because what city is Last of Us even take place in? I'm pretty sure it's like, it starts in Philadelphia? Does anybody know? Let's see, Austin, Texas. It does not start. Well, that's where, let's see, Last of Us map. They start in? I've looked at this map before. Boston. Is that where they're taking Ellie though? Like, is that where these scenes are? Let's see, Boston Capitol building. Yeah, that's it. I manually download drivers. Jamie, what the heck? I used to do that, but eh. Yeah. Boston. Do they have a Boston pack? That'd be sick. I don't think they do. What does Boston look like? Let's get some Boston. Get some downtown Boston. Boston is like kind of older, right? Oh, how funny. I think this is literally this is where the Underground Railroad is in Fallout 4, right? That's probably so wrong, but like, I don't know, something about that triggers that for me. Either that or this could be Good Neighbor or whatever. Any Fallout 4 fans? I can't wait for the next Fallout game. Also, Elder Scrolls. Well, I'm optimistically, hopefully optimistic. You're cautiously optimistic. There we go. Gosh, I can't speak. But I think that game will be sick. Also, they say there's been a leak recently of Oblivion remastered. And I never played that game. I only recently actually played Skyrim for the first time, because I was always Fallout. Like, I started with New Vegas. I never played 3. New Vegas and 4 were great. Never got into 76, but I hear it's actually like decent now, so I might. Who knows? I don't even have 76, so I don't think I'd have to get it. But yeah, I imported this in the scene yet. But yeah, I don't really buy new games anymore. I always kind of like just been playing, let's see, I've been playing GTA, the enhanced edition recently, just to kind of play around and have some fun with that. I've been playing Celeste. Celeste has been really, really fun. I've beaten it before, but this is the first time where I'm actually like having some fun, like going into it and like, you know, actually like trying to be good. Ah, I went into rendered view. No. Oh no. Mistake. I gotta fix this bug. I don't know why it's like this. like I said, it might just be like 50, 90 being weird with 4.3. That's why I hope it is. There we go. Do not go into render view, Jacob. Come on now. It's a rookie mistake. Anybody else playing anything? I know Jamie's a Minecrafter. Abstract's a Fortniter. Somehow Minecraft is cooler than Fortnite. Sorry, Abstract. It says loading render kernels need to wait, but I waited like, I feel like 5 or 10 before. I mean, I know the render kernels thing. So Yogis, do you use Studio Drive or Game Ready? Studio. Game Ready is fine, but Studio just renders a little bit faster. Serious Sam and Doom, interesting. The new Doom or the old Doom games? I loved Doom Eternal is great. Doom Eternal is like one of my favorite kind of FPS single player games. Just so satisfying. It's like you get in this zone and why is everything small? You get in this zone and like switching weapons super fast and all this stuff. It's like, it's great. Okay, I want like a building that's pseudo derelict, but like not super. Also, we have to find our one that's like, here, I'll put this one back. We have to find the one that's like tilting. I want to do that tilting one because I feel like that, like that's the quintessential like screams Last of Us to me. You know, like this shot. This right here, right? You know, the building kind of falling over because like, I think in the game, don't you go in this building? I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I played the game. I want to play, I played on PS4 as well. So I'm in need of the remaster to see how well it is, how well it plays on PC. I don't think my machine can run it though, unfortunately. Can I make these bigger? Okay. Cargo. Okay, it's down here. Cargo has got to be one of the most annoying programs to use. I guess it's not even a program, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's like, it's so like not user friendly in the UI and all this stuff. It baffles me. Ooh, I kind of like that one. It baffles me just how bad it is. Because like there's no, okay, biggest gripe with Cargo. There's no way to automatically delete stuff as I'm aware on like, because it does it to a file on your system. I think it's located in like your local files or somewhere in the system, and you can delete them from there. But there's no way to just delete it on the app, because the reason it'd be so nice to delete it on the app itself, right? If I go to, there's also no, like, there should be a downloaded folder right here. I shouldn't have to go into freaking models, come up here to access downloaded, right? That's so bizarre to me. I don't know. Anyway, there should be an option. If I don't want this anymore, right? Say I'm done with this project, I don't want to have this anymore. There should be a way to delete down here. It's so dumb that there's not. It's insane. Because then what happens is when I go to manually delete in File Explorer, and then I come back to a project and I need to redo it or whatever, it says, oh no, you know, all the files and all this stuff is missing, right? And then we go back inside of Kit Bash and it's like, what does it say? It says like, do you want to restore the file or something like that? And that's fine, but like, I don't know. There should be a more manual way to just do it natively, you know? And not where I have to literally go online, search where it lives and stuff. I don't know. I just rage quit. No, not that's Fallen Order, I think, is a good game. Jedi Survivor is a great game, one of my favorite games of all time. I just like the open world and the mechanics of it. Where were you? Jacob blamed me on the software. It's all the software's fault. It's not my fault, okay? Try being a Houdini user. We have to do stuff manually for ages. Yeah, that's why Houdini suck. We are Houdini haters in this chat. Nah, I'm just messing. Houdini's great. I just don't understand it. Yeah, so we'll do like a building here, and then do we have like the Boston? I feel like, I don't know why, I have like a gut feeling that there's a Boston pack. There's like, I wonder if I type in Capitol building. Let's see. I just, there's something that I remember screaming Boston, because I know they have San Fran, NYC. Might use a couple Manhattan buildings, Los Angeles. I think in their building in Los Angeles, it kind of resembles it. Might have to add a dome myself. Every city. Warzone might have some cool stuff. Ooh, yeah, I like some of this stuff. Like this one. Watch your tongue. I was watching a streamer had 600 plus viewers, only 5 to 20 people were real, the other were bots. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Botting is always stupid. My shameful past. Let's see, what was it? I think it was just subs. Like I did the sub stuff. Ooh, that building's like super small actually. Let's reset this. Let's put this out of the way. I didn't realize how small that building was until this one's here. But yeah, it was not this channel. I never have done anything bad on this channel, but a long time ago when I was doing Minecraft, you know, how every kid has a Minecraft YouTube channel with some friends and stuff. I was jealous of one of my friends because he was doing well. He's doing better than me, and I'm talking like, I have to do it in the camera. I'm talking like maybe like 100 subs or whatever, and I was jealous of him, so I went and bought some subs or whatever, and yeah, they're like, no way, that's crazy, bro. I'm like, yeah, look at me. I think it was like 120 subs I had at the time. I was like, yeah, finally passed 100, no big deal or anything. So and I lose sleep at it every night since, so not worth. I quit at the point where I'm fighting through ice underground. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one's is that Ilum or whatever. That's a fun chapter. Here's my problem with that chapter though. It feels like it's a little like, where is oh, it's this building. It feels like it's a little like, I feel like by that point the game's over, you know? And it's like a false ending, you know, because there's still like a lot to the game. But no, I think the first game's good. Have you played the second one? The second one is just fantastic in my opinion. Because I've never really played like I eventually want to play a Souls game because I think I would enjoy it. Anybody have any recommendations like the first one I should play? Because like obviously like Elden Ring is the newest one, but I didn't know if like there's a one to start that would be better for like a new person to like not jump into it. Like I don't care about difficulty. I'm used to like, you know, I have a pretty good like temper on games and stuff. I've definitely raged before, but like I'm playing Celeste right now, and Celeste is definitely like and I'm going for everything, not like 100% because that would be insane, but yeah, it's like a good like patience teacher. As cringy as that is to say, it just teaches you to like, hey, you're gonna eventually get there, and like you get new PBs and stuff every time and stuff. But where's the Capitol building? I didn't paste that in there. We can do this one because it almost looks like the White House. I mean, I can maybe get away with this, right? What if I type in dome? Oh, there's like this. Is that the same one that they use at the on this one? It's this, yeah. I can replace it, yeah. I might just do that. I think it's close enough that people won't be able to tell. In fact, the enemies respawn every time you save was big thumbs down for me, I guess. I like that mechanic though, because then it like forces you to think if like, hey, do I want to... I don't think it's save. Like, I think it saves if you rest no matter what. I think it resets your health and stuff like that. So the saving is fine because you can rest there, but if you don't like meditate or something, it doesn't like respawn the enemies. So it's just like a save game point, but if you meditate, it like respawns the enemies and makes your health go to max and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that, but Detroit Become Human. I'm not a big fan of like those like narrative games. I don't know, like the choose your adventure games and stuff. That's why I was like never a huge fan of like the Telltale series, any of those, because it's just a movie game at that point, you know. And like I play games mostly for gameplay. Every now and again I like a good kind of like, you know, and Last of Us, perfect example, right, of still having decent gameplay, but like having, you know, more of a narrative like structure. That's Naughty Dog's super known for that. I would say besides their Uncharted series, Uncharted is very gameplay focused, whereas Last of Us is almost like, many people say it's a walking simulator, and I can see where they're coming from a little bit, but definitely nothing like it. I do want to try, I think, Death Stranding one time, because I know that's the one that people always say is the walking simulator. But I don't know, there's something about that game that I actually think I would enjoy somewhat. Yeah, I think that's cool framing, like the golden dome. I'll fix the texture in a little bit. What would I do in the apocalypse? I would use Blender, baby. Ain't no stopping the Blender grind. You know, if like people would like search for like food and shelter and like weapons and stuff like that, I would just search for like all the 5090s in the world and just like make a super massive render farm for Blender. So remove some of these kind of extra objects and stuff. Gotta try to optimize as much as possible. like we don't see some of this stuff. I actually kind of like this. Eh. And I don't need to be like super like optimizing this. I didn't buy 59 just to optimize. Death Stranding is definitely a walking simulator. Yeah. Tried Dying Light. I don't think I answered that, but no, I have not. Eventually I'll probably get there. I think I actually have it on Epic. Wasn't that like a free Epic game one time or something? Yeah. So I haven't. I just haven't really here's my thing. I know this is gonna sound very contradictory. The reason I love The Last of Us is more the aesthetic and the story and stuff like that. I don't like zombies, you know. I find zombie stuff to be very kind of like cut and dry, you know, kind of silly to me. I think Last of Us is kind of the one thing that's kind of broken through. Same with like how I don't love like fantasy as much, you know. I'm more of a sci-fi guy. But like Lord of the Rings and what was the other one? Lord of the Rings and Skyrim are the only two that like really got me into it, you know. I don't like this the top of this building. Can I make it less? But yeah. Ever made to create the ultimate GPU real-time rendering. Exactly, bro. Here, mini rant, you know, we need somebody to compete with freaking TSMC or whatever they're called, the chip people or whatever. The fact that they like tech is such, it's the largest thing in the entire world, right? Tech makes the world go round, and the fact that we have only like one company monopolizing the best chips, baffling to me. Insane. I'm sure there are other competitors and stuff like that, but like the fact that everybody uses TSMC or whatever is crazy. Like, we want to be mad at Nvidia and all this stuff or whatever, but even Nvidia sometimes are hurt because of the monopoly TSMC has. And you know, I'm sure Nvidia is happy to increase the prices and push it on the consumer, but the fact that, like, you know, it's just crazy to me. I think that is pretty good framing. We'll put a couple other buildings in here. Like to make it feel like a city. Go to like let's do like Manhattan or something. I think that's usually a good pack. This kind of screams Boston to me. I don't know. Embassy. We are done, bro. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. There just needs to be a competitor, you know, somewhere in the world. That's, in my opinion, that's one of the biggest things that's happening with this trade war is like, and I don't want to get political or anything like that also, because like I am at no place to talk about anything like that. But like the fact that TMC or whatever is like, it's such a chokehold on everything right now. And so that is like a leading cause for some stuff that's happening, you know? So just craziness. Trying to find just like interesting looking buildings. I find some of their buildings are a little bit like, you know, not great. I don't know, because I think they even use this pack. I was talking to somebody on our Discord, if Jamie's still in chat. Jamie was saying They use some of the these kits in like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Even though that movie was god awful, they still like use some of these buildings massive. But anyway, they use the asset, but they didn't use the textures because the textures are awful, and I can agree. Man, that building's huge. What the heck? I scale it down a little bit. I feel like that's just like too big. I think it doesn't bother me too much. It's not like totally accurate scale, but like that doesn't bother me too much. Cycles or Eevee? Definitely cycles. I don't know. We did some people on the Discord, Abstract mostly, did some testing Eevee because of the new Blender Guru video and stuff. It's like to the point where you're getting like heavy realism stuff. You're pushing the thing so much to where you're almost not getting the benefits of the render time, right? There's just so much more optimization that, like, unless you literally cannot render in cycles, that's the only time I feel like Eevee is like worth it, right? But yeah, I don't know. Till they fix some like, you know, major problems in terms of like needing to set up a bunch of stuff, right? I think that's when I would maybe, just maybe, consider doing like a shot or two on it. But even then, you know, you'd have to like really, like, it'd have to be a shot that literally I'm doing like 15-minute frames, and I'm like, you know, screw this, I can do something like this in Eevee. But when I'm getting to those 15-minute frames, that's usually when I'm using like stuff like volumetrics, a lot of assets, a lot of texture sizes, stuff like that, things that like Eevee just can't do realistically. And so like that's my problem with it. So I would have loved to. The thing is, though, I would have loved to have had Eevee when I was growing up. We had, I was back in the days when we had just Blender Render or something it was called. It was the Eevee game engine version of it. I can't remember exactly. It might have been called like literally like game engine or something like that. But yeah, that one's awful. I think, can we get away with Tokyo? I don't think. I don't want to push that. I want to do, I want to see LA. I want to see the LA one. But yeah, no, Eevee is great compared to those, you know? So I think that's my issue is like, I would have loved to have it, but now that I, you know, have passed that stuff, I don't know. Eevee lacks Shadow Catcher right now. There's a way, but it's very hard. You give native support to Shadow Catcher, it'll make more stuff in Eevee. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I even had a hacky way of doing Shadow Catcher back in the day for Eevee. Because like this was a while ago. I don't even know if it's still up on my channel anymore. But I had a like a video titled something like clickbaity, like Eevee is good for VFX now, question mark, or something like that, you know, because they made an update to Eevee, and I tested it out, and you know, it was still like, I don't know, not worth it to me, in my opinion. Okay, I think that's like, I don't want to add too much, you know, in the background. I think we need to start worrying about the foreground now. Oh, we also have that building. I forgot about this one. I'll just put this one like right here or something. There we go. Yeah. I'm probably not going to get to the foliage and stuff today, by the way. I think the foliage, I'll have to do like some tests on my own. This is like a shot I want to actually like spend some time in and like make good. Because I really do like the camera movement. The camera movement, I just feel like it's super cinematic to me. And so I do want to like actually make this good. So this will be like a multi-stream thing, probably. Yeah, Blender render, yeah. Yeah, these guys nowadays don't know how good they have it with Eevee. I wish I kept some of my old animations. That was a mistake. I have some of my like recent old ones, but I'm talking like the old ones, you know. Trying to think how much more stuff I want to add here for today. I think I might want to go into, we'll go into 4.4 and deal with some lighting, because I just want to play around with some lighting, honestly. Let's see what lighting is do they use a lot. A lot of like sunsetty and overcasty. I guess we'll do golden hour. Yeah, the ground's gonna be a fun challenge for me, because I want like this look, you know. It's very kind of, it's not gonna be a huge challenge. I think if I just make like some, like I'll probably make like a pile of glass shards, like just some random foliage stuff, and just scatter it. I actually have geoscatter now. In our resource tab, by the way, I'm taking credit for this. Abstract did not take credit for this, but no, Abstract posted Superhive is having and Superhive, if you don't know, is Blender Market. We've talked all about Blender Market and all of this stuff or whatever, but it's part of its thing is geoscatter, and I don't think you get like, it doesn't update. So if geoscatter ever has like an update in the future, I don't think you get that. So just keep that in mind. But you do get, like, for 99 bucks for the average you know, person who would buy geoscatter and stuff, you get for 30 bucks you get the 5.5, which actually, what is geoscatter on? Is 5.5 the recent one? Yeah, it looks like. So you get the latest version of geoscatter, you know. So you probably, if you want, have to update in the future. I don't know if they support different versions of Blender. I would guess not, but anyway, you get that and like 27 other add-ons, you know. So kind of worth it in my opinion. Like, I already have some of these add-ons, like real-time materials is good by Ducky. Physical Starlight is pretty good, you know. Haven't used some of these other ones. Geoscatter is you know, pretty much everybody uses it. Polyhaven Asset, like, come on now, like, you know, that's great. True Sky, I haven't used True Sky. I've heard some people say Shaders Plus is pretty nice. It's specifically for like caustic stuff like that, but yeah, might be worth it to some people. Oh, I was gonna say, I wonder if this is if they are animated or rigged or anything. I like how it's literally just ripping off Zootopia. That's funny. Stylized animal. Character-based meshes. You got a messed up version of the fox, Judy. You got the naked guy and stuff like that. You got the sloth and stuff. It's like being very unapologetically. But yeah, go join our Discord. We are at 452. Again, I have a super sick stream idea for when we get to 500, but we'll have to wait till I get there to see. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. And it's not gonna be like my last idea. My last idea was to get to 400 people on the Discord. That took like 4 or 5 hours. That was insane. But this one is like an actual like good idea. Like, it's not gonna go on forever, theoretically. And it's a good like, just wait. We'll be cooking when it comes. Blender 5.0 in 5 months. That's crazy good pacing. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think some things that I want from Blender 5.0. I want them to address something to where larger, see, what am I at? Yeah, larger face count scenes aren't terrible, right? Because like that's like the big boys, right? Like I'm talking like the dunes, the avatars, all that stuff or whatever. 5 million is nothing for a scene. Like they're constantly, they even go sometimes in the billions of polygons and stuff like that. And Blender literally cannot handle it. It would explode on any machine possible, right? And then texture sizes, I would like to see them do better. I would like to see them have aces by default in the program, you know, so I have this as a third-party kind of hack and stuff. I would love for them to have aces natively, aces, AGX, and Filmic, so that you can switch between them natively inside of Blender. I think that's a huge thing. And then just some other kind of VFXy stuff. I'm trying to remember. I should make like a list of like stuff. Are we going to cut 500 sub cake? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe if you guys are lucky. Okay, anyway. Now that we're in here, let's go ahead and do that thing I was saying, just show you the power of Color Spacer. So we have all these materials for all these different objects, right? So like, and like these even have like multiple textures per object, right? So I would have to update literally all these. And so all these non-color and stuff like that, that's not aces. So what we can do, we can hit A, go to here, it's set up automatically, color to roll map paint, non-color to roll data, hit magic, and it'll automatically update all of them. There we go, roll data, go to the this one, roll map paint. And so it's like, it's amazing. Shout out Jamie on the Discord for doing that. He if you are interested in it, you can find it in, what is it, paid resources you put it in? No. We will put it in paid resources. I'll put it in there after the stream, or if somebody wants to beat me to it, just post a link to Color Spacer and in here. Anyway, let's do some lighting, and then I think we'll call it a stream after that, because I'm losing a little bit of steam. I think there's I think we made decent progress for this stream. And again, real quickly, I just want to say this is a footage from our community challenge. If you guys want to join challenges in the future, then we will have it in the Discord right here. You can download the footage right here. If you do want this footage, it's right here. The link to it is in challenge rules. So just go ahead and join that. But I also want to say, if anybody's watching who is participating in the challenge, remember tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. EST, so Eastern Standard Time, is when the challenge cuts off. That is when we're not taking any submissions. So if you're there, make sure to go ahead and start wrapping your stuff up. You have less than a day. Well, not less than a day. You have almost 1 day left, 24 hours left. So just keep that in mind. You have been warned. Let's do some lighting. Okay, so for lighting, let's see. I just want to see what like a basic sun looks like. We'll try golden hour actually. I think golden hour usually put like 3200. See what this looks like. It's not too bad. What does daytime look like? I just want to, because I don't think I want to do night. Let me reset the. I'm also going to do fog, so I might as well just go ahead and add that in. Some volumetrics. I might just have it at the start though. I don't know if I want it all the way to the back, because then like theoretically we wouldn't be able to see anything, you know? And let's I don't know why by default the volume is set to 0, but we can change that to 1 so it looks better. Yeah, let's do golden hour. I think golden hour is the way to go. Where's my son? I think I like 3,200. I think that was pretty good. See, it's still like, I don't want it to be dusty. So like, here's the, let me show you the original shot that I did for this thing. Here are literally all like my saved old projects and stuff. I did delete the program files, but these are all like the actual shots, the finished shots, and then I have the footage if I ever want to revisit the footage of the shots and stuff. Where is it? Here we go. This is a breakdown. Yeah, so here's the original thing. So I don't want to like copy this too much, right? Like I still want this to be very Last of Us and stuff. But like, as you can see, I wanted to do like a, if you think of like Blade Runner, I wanted to do a very Blade Runner, like type of like very atmospheric and fog, you know, versus this one, I kind of want to leave a little bit more like, hey, very hazy, you know, and stuff like that. So I actually like this shot. I think the only thing like I don't love about this shot is like the level of detail out here is pretty good. And once you get in here, it's like the floor is very shiny and stuff like that. All these objects don't really make sense, you know, if you're thinking like story world. So I'd like to like think more through like story world for this shot and stuff. Is Abstract participating in it? No, he sucks. He's saying he's not participating in this one because of it's VFX, and he sucks at VFX. Because you gotta remember, he's just like an environment artist and stuff like that, very CG based. So I think in the future, I'm still making plans for the next community challenge, but the next one is probably going to be more like where VFX and artists can participate, you know, instead of just being VFX like this one is. The next one is going to be much more like, you know, other artists can join in and stuff. So we shall see. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. What if we rotate it like that? And then the sky, I want to be a blue color. Actually, get that first. Let's get the fog out of here. And then film transparent off. There we go. This is where maybe it's better to have an HDRI. Let's try that real quick. I need to install the polygon thing, or not polygon, Polyhaven. Yes, I just want a good like sky, pure sky. Let's see. Do we do clouds? I don't know. I'm curious what this one would actually look like with our kind of more sunsetty look, you know? We'll try this one. If not, just for my curiosity. So that's like 2. We'll set it to 1. And then what I could do is you can turn off in the world tab, go to ray visibility and turn off what is it? I'm gonna say like shadow, but I don't think that does it. I don't know, this is feeling better to me though. What is this set to? We'll set this as like that for now. We can always change it later. But yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. Let's introduce our fog back in. Because what if we do that and then we turn the fog down by like 10? Let's give it a quick render. I'm just curious. Give us some damage or plants, yeah. Don't ban me. Oh, you're banned. Sorry, Karen. Yep, that one comment just got you banned. I apologize. Yeah, but I think we made decent progress today. Again, you gotta trust the process in a lot of this stuff. What I don't know about is I in the original one, what I wasn't too proud with, if I go back to it, is like these lights over here are seen. I think if I can maybe hide them with some like PD stuff. Yeah, so like in this shot, right? Like you can see the light over here and all this stuff, right? I want to cover that up because I think I do want it kind of dark like this, you know, because I love the lighting in here. And I haven't even set up this interior section for this yet, but yeah, to cover up some of these lights, either that or like literally just like do a 3D model of them and just replace them. Because yeah, that was the other thing I didn't love about this shop is like you come over here and it's like, you know, these are 3D objects in the scene, but they're not 3D in the actual like CG I did. So, but yeah, no, I think let's see this render, see how it looks. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. That's gonna be very, very noisy. What does it look like without? Let's see. might just do it without. Could always do the mist pass and compositing if I need it. Yeah, but I might like this better. Yeah, rip Karen. Sorry, Karen. But yeah, I will definitely be streaming the other progress for the shop. I might do a little bit off stream, because I've never done like heavy foliage stuff, so I want to like really sit down and like just focus, you know, on stream. I like doing the stuff that I'm actually like confident in, and then the stuff off stream is like more of like, okay, let's actually learn some stuff, you know. And I don't think it's that entertaining to watch me learn stuff, but I think it's looking pretty decent so far. I mean, need to make the dome gold. But yeah, I think let's skip the because I always feel like sometimes like whatchamacallit can be a crutch. Like fog and stuff can be a crutch in certain cases, but yeah, I think it's a good start. I'm not huge on this building back here, so I might change some buildings off camera, but I kind of like this vibe that we have going, because this again like screams very Last of Us to me, right? And then we have the gold dome. Like both of those things, when I think of Last of Us, I don't know if you guys agree, like that's very like what I would say. So no destroyed overpass road. I kind of have that one in the previous one I did. I just and it's very like, it's just a quarter of it, yeah, like right here and stuff. I mean, maybe, I don't know, I feel like it'd muddy the shot a little bit in terms of like composition wise. You know, if I just put like in here, it's gonna be like, we got to think of something like story world to put in here, you know, like if we want to do I don't know, like benches, like, so this is, I would say this to me, it feels like a subway or like a, you know, train station or whatever, just something underground, and we're kind of coming out. So like start thinking what story world we want to put in here. It's like, what would they do, like, you know, I don't know. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this stream. I had a lot of fun chatting with you guys. It's been very nice. I want to do some more of these streams where we're kind of trying to recreate some stuff. I feel like that's a very kind of fun process, because we have reference from the real world, and just it can make us learn a lot of stuff and apply it to this work, you know. And so that's where I'm going to leave it off today. Again, if you want to join the Discord and continue the conversation over there, I'd love to chat with some of you guys, as well as you get some resources that I and many other people can put as well. And then we have our community challenges over there. We have some off-topic stuff. So if you like talking about games, talking about food, talking about music, all that stuff, then you can submit over here. And then we have some other kind of random stuff, some voice channels that I hop over to every once in a while. So if you want, I come into chat room every now and again, but that is also a space. If I see people in there like actively chatting and stuff, I might hop over and stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Bye.